Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today it's going to be a match between Reach and Shine here on Destination. Top side of the map, it is the orange Protoss player Reach. And in the bottom side of the map, it is the peach Terran player Shine. I had somebody request me to cast a Reach game, maybe several weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago. I finally got around to it. I searched for him on bwreplays.com and found one he had between another professional player and said, hey, this is gonna do. And I think this is from 2009. I'll double check it and put the year that it was played in the description because maybe the title, because I've had some requests for that as well. So, Reach is a Korean pro gamer who played Protoss for KT Roaster. I like this opening paragraph. He's perhaps best known as Mantoss for his incredible macro and reckless cavalier micro playstyle, as well as for the fact that he continued playing Protoss despite increasing pressure to play for other races during that time. I like it, man. His picture, seriously, I might put it in the thumbnail. It's like the most handsome, intense picture I've seen of a Korean pro gamer ever, quite possibly. So, just look at that square jaw. You guys have probably seen it if I put it in the thumbnail, but if I didn't, go check it out. Go search Reach StarCraft Brood War in your Google machine, and you'll find him. Shine, on the other hand, is a Terran player who started around 2005. When did he start playing? 2001. Okay, so it looks like Reach has a couple years on him. But Shine has some good accomplishments in his Wikipedia page as well. So who's going to come out on top here? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's figure it out together here. Nobody doing anything nuts. We're just barracks at home, gateway at home. Both players going for that gas, scouting with the probe to see what's up. It was not a command center first play. It was not a proxy barracks play. It is not anything insane like that. Those are pretty much the options at this point. There's not much you can do in the first 2 minutes as Terran, other than proxy barracks and a command center first. SCV also scouting across the map. If you're not worker scouting your opponent, like you really should. Look, these guys are doing it. Reach and Shine are worker scouting. If they need to know what's going on from their opponent, guess what? So do you. Cyber Core coming up here, recognizing no expansion yet. This probe exists solely to see what's going on in Terranville. 100%, just solely to see what is happening in the land of Terrans right now. Is he going to expand? Is he going to get a factory up? And there is a factory coming up. So the probe sees it, takes some hits in the process, but then goes, all right, cool. So factory on the way. I really don't need to expand super fast here. Let's go ahead and get a couple Dragoons out. I don't know if Dragoon pressure is going to be the best idea, to be honest, here from Reach. Although he is aggressive and reckless, it said on his Wikipedia page. So maybe he is. Yeah, man, he's going for singularity charge. All right, man, he's going to be out there. He's going to be out here trying to kill stuff. But a little bit harder to do if your opponent didn't go for the fast expand and doesn't have a bunker in the front that you can attack with Dragoons. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes for both of these players. Should be an interesting setup anyway. We're one base in it. I mean, I don't usually cast games that start out with one base from both players, but here we are. Pylon, sneaky pylon here from Reach. What's he going to put in there? A robo facility? That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I think at this point the SCV is like, all right, where's your further tech? You have a cyber. You don't have an expansion. Where is your further tech? And the answer is, well, not yet, because I'm going to build it over here. So you need to get out of my house first. It's like 8 shots from a Dragoon to kill an SCV. And it is a robo. All right, cool. Cool. So you could go like Reaver drop over there, right? SCV down. No more information for Shine. He is building a command center inside the house, though. He is really worried about Dragoons showing up and harassing this natural base expansion, which is fair because there are 2 Dragoons coming across the map right now, and range will be done fairly soon. Tank in production, because, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could go for Vultures and Spider Mines off that fast fact. We do see that sometimes from Terrans and TVP. I wonder if it's going to be a shuttle. I wonder if the shuttle is just there to allow the Dragoon... Oh, never mind. They're playing defense. Well, maybe it allows the Dragoons to get inside the main base past this wall anyway, right? That'd be pretty cool, actually. That would have him live up to his name as Mantoss. Mantoss. I like it, man. I like it a lot. I can see why Reach was requested to be cast. Again, if you have players you had never seen on the channel before, first of all, search for them. Go to my channel, youtube.com/FalconPaladin. Just do a search for a player name, and it will pull up those players' replays. It is a shuttle. I don't see... Oh, there is a bay. So I do feel like this is Reaver droppy. This is like one base, Reaver drop aggression out of Reach, which I kind of appreciate. Anyway, search for the player name, okay? If you don't find any, or you only find one or two and you want more, let me know in the comments of any video. Any video. Just put it. That's how you can contact me pretty much any time of day. Just put a comment in there that says, hey, Falcon, what up? I'd like to see more of this player, please. And I'll be like, all right, cool. And I'll put a name on a list, and then 4 months later, I'll cast it. How's that for service? Yeah, man, there's that Reaver. Oh, boy. The map control totally belongs to Reach right now. Shine has no vision of anything. He doesn't have a ComStat station. He can't even get out there and scan what's going on. So he's just got tanks for safety. And he's going to land his natural base, and Reach might start his natural now based on the 400 minerals he has. Yes, okay. So he is getting it, but the Terran player is ahead economically right now, which is not where you want to be. But hey, if you're going to be aggressive, it doesn't matter how many SCVs they have if 20 of them are going to die in the ensuing Reaver attack. He's prepared for it, though. Look at this. He's going to siege up this tank right here somewhere. His pathing kind of screwed him up. All right, there we go. So he's going to cover this area with siege tank fire against any Reavers that try to land in here. So that's why you have a Zealot first. The Zealot unloads, the tank fires on that, and then you will unload the Reaver, and then the Reaver can fire without taking tank fire, assuming there aren't multiple tanks involved, and looks like there's just the one for now. I love this. I really like this for sure. What? Just something fired on something. Did you try to come in? No, no one's taking any fire at all. All right. So the missile turret situation is a little bit tricky for shuttles. There's a few of them here. And he unloads the Zealot on top of this tank. The Dragoons come on in. The Reaver unloads in this location to go after these SCVs. And what? Are you kidding me? Did that just... Oh, that just dudded. Oh, no. And the Reaver died. And the shuttle died. Oh, I don't know if that could have gone worse for Reach, to be honest with you. I mean, sure, he's killed a couple of workers, and the Dragoons are still in here causing problems, but this defensive tank is pretty good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He lost the Reaver. That one shot bugged out on him. It's like they say, the only way that they've really been able to balance Reavers, or were ever able... The only way they were ever able to balance Reavers was to make the Scarab kind of bug out on you every once in a while. Because if that connected 100% of the time, it'd be like a tier S unit, man. On those tier lists that you see sometimes out on Twitter and on Reddit. You guys have a tier list of Brood War units? Post it. Go search tier list StarCraft Brood War, and there should be a template out there. I think I saw somebody posted on my Discord the other day, which, by the way, I have a Discord, which you can check out. Link in the description, maybe, or if you want to get invited, just you can search Falcon Paladin Discord, and there should be an invite available somewhere out there on the internet. To make up for the fact that didn't go super well for him, Reach is taking a third base entirely unprotected, by the by. So that's going to be a little bit dicey. He is making another Reaver, though. Vulture is trying to get inside the main base for a scout, but the Dragoon block was real nice. And let's kill a couple of these probes to make up for the fact that some of my SCVs died just a minute ago here. It's 31 to 36 total workers in favor of the Terran player. And this is what Protoss has to do. There's a recipe, right? We talk about this in every PvT. We say, hey, how do we beat Terran? Well, you don't let them sit back and get 30 tanks. You don't let them expand as much as they want while you don't expand very aggressively. You need to expand super aggressively. Look at that bug out again. Oh, he was going after the SCVs and they were running. Tank might have been a better... Is he trying to... Oh, he's going to lose that shuttle again. He sure does. Gets a nice hit off on the tanks. And... Oh, 2 of the tanks go down. And another hit on a tank there. Spider-Mine taking out a couple of the Dragoons. This is... Yeah, this is dirty. This is dirty and... really kind of back and forth here. Both players are losing a bunch of stuff right now. A bunch of SCVs have gone down. A bunch of Dragoons have died. Tanks have died. A couple shuttles have died here, too. Not the best control in the entire world I'm seeing here from Reach. Anyway, the point is, you need to out-expand the Terran player, right? You need to probably expand again. Reach, at this point, if you're going to win this thing, keeping the tank count low is a huge part of the recipe, and he's doing that. Look, tank count 2. Tank count 2 is not where you want to be if you're going against a really good Protoss player. Shine is not feeling great about this with his 350 APM. Third base up, and with the pylons in here to make sure that vultures can't just run in and start murdering everything. You don't have to invest in cannons necessarily if you have good pylon placements for your third base. That's what we see more often than not. So there's the wall off. The vultures cannot get through. The dragoons are up on their backs with no attack upgrades. Nobody has any attack upgrades at this point, nor are there any coming through on the production tab. Somebody linked me to a VOD from a professional Brood War tournament that happened last year, and they weren't using the production tab. And I was like, what? Why would you not have the production tab up? I still don't understand why that was. It was definitely remastered because the graphics were pretty, and it had this stuff over here on the right. But they just had something covering the production tab, like a graphic. And I was like, why would you do that? It makes it so much easier to watch. Especially if like you're watching it and it's Korean casters and you don't speak Korean. Production tab is hugely important. And vice versa. If somebody is casting in English, you don't speak English, great to have that production tab. It's just, it doesn't require any language understanding whatsoever to see pictures and numbers. I guess the numbers aren't universal necessarily, but I'm pretty sure most people understand what that 2 is, right? Generally. Whoa, Reaver dropping just on... He will Reaver drop anywhere, man. Reach is crazy. Kind of like it out of him. Look at him doing this. Taking down tanks, taking down vultures. Unloading Reavers in the middle of a million vultures to take down a tank and then picking it back up again. Dude, the special tactics this guy has. They will rival White Draws. Holy smokes. Just shut down that entire attempt of Shine to establish himself on the left side of the map. It's gone. All those dreams are toast right now. So it's 40 to 43 workers. Shine still has a lead. He's building. No, he's not. Where's your third base, man? God, your tank count, though, is dos tanquitos. Not good, man. Ursidon in the middle of a huge battlefield. Splash damage does splash damage hurt critters? Like, if they're here when a spider mine explodes right next to them, do they die? For science, we need to figure this out. Bring in some dragoons into range of those spider mines. I want to see if the Ursidon dies. I'm sure somebody in the comments knows. Meanwhile, Reaver drop back at the natural base causes the mass flee of the SCVs, or perhaps just death of the SCVs at this natural base location. Shine's like, all right, screw this. I'm going to take down your third base. You're locking down my natural, which is not good because I don't have another base. Look at that. Command center actively burning down. That's not good. Not good at all. Tanks directly firing on the Nexus. Vulture trying to get through the pylons, which, again, they're bad at, but they can do. If you do damage to something, yes, you'll kill it eventually. It's just a matter of how long it takes. Yeah, so the pylons are out, and now the vultures should be able to just get on in unless the tanks are blocking their pathing there, which would be hilarious. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Spider mine. Hit Ursidon. And the Ursidon looks like he's not going to be taken out here today. Those dragoons are not interested in walking into those spider mines. All right, so it is 3 bases. Nope, 2 bases. These probes are all going to die. 42 workers, maybe 45 when this thing started. All the way down to 35. Make that 33. All right, so it's 2 base to 1 base here at 13 minutes. This is a very scrappy, very, very weird game. I like these a lot. Hit that like button if you're being entertained, because holy smokes, I am really enjoying casting this. Oh, hang on. Leg enhancements at 13 minutes. These Zealots have 0 upgrades, no attack upgrades, no armor upgrades at all. We got Reavers in the mix, trying to get some serious hits off here, and by golly, Reach manages to crush this little bit of a tank line. No, Vultures are coming up to try to deal with the Zealots, but there aren't enough of them. It doesn't look like. Is it enough to clear out the tanks? And 2 of them go down. The last one, oh, survives with 3 HP. Shuttle could probably finish that off. Additional tanks are showing up here. Natural base finally re-lands for Shine at 14 minutes because, sure, that's what kind of game this is. He's on 2 base at 14 minutes, just re-lands his natural. But he's managed to kill Reach's third base twice. This base, I guess twice, is the one we're talking about here. The back right is not happening for him either. No expanding. Say the Vultures, you can't have that. Again, nobody has any upgrades at all on the way here. These are 2 Korean professional players. Played in 2009. Reaver shots! Taking out a couple SCVs, couple Vultures. One of the Reavers dies, and another Vulture goes down. The Reaver shenanigans have been fantastic for Reach here today. It's 35 to 32 workers. Shine has a lead. Reach pulling back a little bit here. He's like, I need a third base. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself without a third base, and it's a entirely reasonable question, friend. So he is going to try to expand to the top right again. Which, let's just say, alright, it's going to go pretty well for him. There's not enough tanks here to really shut this down from Reach. His army is able to keep that happening. We got these spider mines along to the left side, making me think there's an army there, but it's really just the spider mines, which, hey, they have a presence regardless. So, third base, man. I'm really looking for you to get a third base, Shine. Just build a command center inside your man. I guess you don't have the resources for it right now. Look at him not even taking his second refinery. He's on 1 gas right now, and that is 1,000 gas. 1024 gas left on it. Spider Run's getting cleaned out. It's 102 to 75 supply. Reach has a pretty nice lead in overall supply here, which is largely army because the worker count is fairly similar. This shuttle trying to get some shenanigans done down here inside the main base. Gets a hit off on that tank. Only does exactly 49 damage to it. Because again, Scarab shots are weird, man. That one does like a full 100 damage. Because the closer you are to it, the more it hurts. It's generally how this works. All 4 of those buildings start on fire at the same time, which is hilarious. Ooh, Nexus. Okay, Nexus coming up in the top right-hand corner for Reach. He's trying to get that third base done. Shine's just like, nah. I think I'm good. Building an academy. He's like, I realize he doesn't have any ComSat stations at all. If this was a DT rush, I think Reach just wins this game in the first, like, 5 minutes. I guess there are some turrets, but, man, without scans, it's hard to deal. All right, clearing out these spider mines. But wait a second. There's got to be a turret underneath his barracks. Because missiles were coming out from somewhere around here, and that's got to be what it is. Look at this Scanted hanging out. Hey, guys. I want to hang out with you guys. I want to party. Here, it's good times here in Terran land. Vultures just trying to run around the throw down spider mines wherever they darn well please. Might as well use them. You're given a gift of 3 of them when you're built, and some of you have not given your gifts away or used them well. Oh, it is 5 DTs on the way. All right. So maybe Reach in all of his scouting is like, there weren't any ComSat stations. Oh, I just heard a scan. Well, ComSat's available now. This shuttle trying to do stuff. Tank count suddenly a lot bigger for Shine now. Suddenly impressively big for Shine now. Kind of like it, honestly. And yeah, these 3 Dragoons can't break that at all. Shuttle taking some shots down to 44 HP. This robotics facility is just continually producing observers for Reach. And Shine has no idea that it's there. More spider mines getting cleaned out. Oh, maybe. Maybe Reach is trying to retake his third base, which would be cool. Maybe the space on the right side, too. I think we're stabilizing a little bit here. 7 Zealots at a time are in production. Hey, look. +1 attack is on the way from Reach, and +1 vehicle weapons from Shine. Hey, upgrades. They're part of a balanced breakfast. I think that's what the advertisements for them were back in 1998 when StarCraft was new, was upgrades are part of a balanced breakfast. I don't think he knows about this. Look at third base. Holy smokes. Shine, he did it. He got a third base along the left side here. He's protecting it with 1 billion tanks. Reach, checking for a third base on the right side. No, DTs get inside the main, though. And there's nothing to stop them. Missile turrets are like, we're detecting, blah, and then they die. We're detecting, please, somebody come save us. Oh, that armory's working on that +1 vehicle weapons, but it's dead. There's no saving it. And dead. But then vultures come in. Oh, you should have killed the missile turret instead. Okay, 2 of the DTs go down. 2 of them get picked up by the shuttle, though. DT is continuing to be annoying around here, but missile turret present. Scan available on this ComSat station. Scan available up there, too. Hey, they found the robotics facility. About time. DT's trying to... No, too many scans. He was gambling, I think, on the fact that there weren't any scans available for Shine, but there totally are. Hold on. Are there still? There were a second ago. Yeah, 84 energy there. 16, 18. Okay, so he's got enough energy for one more scan. Do not unload among these vultures. Reach is setting up for something aggressive. He's massing up on the right side here. He still doesn't have +1 attack or +1 shields or +1 armor. The shuttle with 1 DT is like, just give me my chance, man. I'll unload. I'll kill all your SCVs. Reach is only at 32 probes all of a sudden. I mean, he's on 4 bases, technically. He's got some workers that aren't working at the moment. Whoa, he's going for it. Left side, top side, right side. He's coming around. He's trying to get on top of these guys. He knows there's no upgrades for the tanks. So trying to get in there with the zealots from the left side, but the vulture count behind the tanks, is it enough is the question. The zealots are jumping on top of the vultures, trying to kill them, but also getting obliterated at the same time. No upgrades means no one really has an advantage. And suddenly there's not much here from Reach, and he goes ... and that's a GG from Tempest. Reach leaves the game. Whoa! Right. Okay, hold on. Reach leaves the game after mounting a fairly foolhardy attack here directly into Shine's defenses, in fairness. This is a lot of tanks. This is a lot of tanks all set up in siege mode. There are a lot of vultures, of which there are still some remaining, and there are some spider mines. He didn't have any arbiters at all. No stasis available, no recall, no cloak. Nothing to help him directly engage with this much stuff. I don't think he had thought Shine had this much stuff. But Shine's technically on 4 bases. Shine's at 88 supply here. I wish it would show you the final state of each player, even the one that left, but it just drops them to 0 in total supply when they GG and they leave the game. So let's look at it here. Here's the final engagement. We'll get the music back on just for dramatic emphasis. Yeah, spider mines, pretty liberally set up here. A bunch of these zealots are going to die to spider mines before they accomplish anything at all. Like, he's sending them in a few at a time very smartly. I think they don't all die to the spider mines there, but right side, the tank's back here, though. These guys don't even get taken care of at all. The zealots kind of moving onto the vultures. And then suddenly, Reach was at like 150 supply, and suddenly he's down to 70. And that's it. He taps out. He goes from 150 supply to 34. And Shine has 86 left of the game. So it's 62, or not 34, 62, sorry. From 150 to 62 total supply. It is 62 to 86 total supply at the end of the game here. Yes, Reach does have a lot of income at the moment. He's doing all right, considering how scrappy this game has been. But he doesn't have any army. He doesn't have army right now. He is producing 6 Dragoons. But the rest of his supply is probes and a couple Dragoons by themselves over here, and then observers the rest of the way. Oh, and a DT. And a DT hanging out over a potential third base location. That's it, man. He doesn't have anything. And like, sure, Shine, it will take him a minute to get across the map, but I think he has an advantage economically in army that just, I don't think it can be dealt with here by Reach. So he taps out. Man, aggressive indeed. Aggressive and unorthodox for sure. Man. What a ridiculous, ridiculous game that was. That was kind of a lot. Huh. That's what I like. I like the weird games, man. I know the comments are going to be like, no upgrades. Look, +1 attack's not even done yet for Reach. No upgrades at 20 minutes. Who are these guys? They're scrubs. Well, look, they're not Flash, and they're not Jaedong, and they're not Bisu, okay? I get it. But they're Korean professional players. Their APMs are decent for that particular designation. They did expand well when they lost them. They were both very aggressive. I think Reach just underestimated what Shine had. I don't think he knew about these tanks. I guess he's got Observer there, though. So he knows about this area. I don't think he knew how many tanks were coming out here. Yeah, but no arbiters. It's a cautionary tale of, like, don't attack into a siege Terran like that. How about that? Hit that like button, by the way, if you enjoyed this one. End of the day, 92,000 points for Shine, 95,000 for Reach. Another example of a player having a higher score, yet losing the game. Produced, killed, and lost here. Reach produced 174 and lost 131, which is a massive problem for him. Structures, it's about the same for raised and lost. Nothing too crazy there. Gas mine, yeah, more gas mine, more minerals mined, and more total spent for Reach. But not enough for him to deal with that entrenched Terran position. Again, no upgrades for Shine either, in fairness. Anywho, and anyway, that right there is going to be it for me. So, this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.